Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with...
Oh, Jesus Christ, I did not know you were filming, Michael. Thunder Buddy 01.
I just started.
Okay,
Surprised?
hell yeah. Guys, looks like we got a radio reviews episode being filmed right now.
Oh yeah, surprise, surprise, everybody. We got more people in the VC right here. You dummy. Go by the order of the group VC, or whatever.
Hi. Hi, my name's Cock Mox, me Chaos Mox.
What? Chaos Cox. Stay chaotically nutty.
Anyways, I think we already know who's next.
Yeah, can I get a Vimo?
Mountain Drew. EAS Test Fan 25.
I was trying your head.
Yep, there he is.
Yeah, what's up?
I say that.
We're doing a video, brother.
Are we doing radio reviews?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Just before you ask why Zion's in the shutter, he fell asleep.
Yes, I am aware.
Yeah,
Well, I'm back. Can wait.
Anyways, who is after Drew?
Put the sequence in no line. Yeah, this is 25. Yeah, I'm back.
EAS 420.
Hey, Green Inkling head ass, it's your turn.
What? Say your name.
He's answered.
What? And there's I don't know.
Next person. Okay, am I next?
Yes, you are next, Austin.
Alright, Northeast on WX/EAS.
Also known as Utah Hyena.
He just admitted it.
I am the girl of radiation. There you go.
Chernobyl.
Well, I can't deny anything now, can I?
Anyways.
Radioactive VA, and I don't want to repeat myself, but I still find Ultimate Journalist the best boy.
Is Vienna asleep?
I think Vanna is currently away from the microphone, but
I'll say her name for her. Vanna Montana 106. Yeah, we have a new guest for this episode of Radio Reviews. So, yeah, how about that? As I'm inside Nicholas's office with all of his radios, his Beats pill, which I'm using for the Radio Reviews theme song for my phone. Yeah. It'll add to the excitement for everybody, trust me.
if you're talking about people doing the you-know-what...
On the VC, I meant, not with sex.
The fuck?
Anyways, you see you got the index right here, which were reviewed in Season 7. You got the other radios right here.
If I can...
Season 6, this season.
See if I can find the...
Season 10. But yeah. While Nicholas tries to find what we are looking for, guys, can you hear me okay on Nicholas's iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. So, yeah. Mox. You might want to get this ready. Because this is something that I think you're going to like. Because we are not reviewing a radio.
Oh shit.
Then what are we doing?
Oh, I didn't know what we're talking about.
Well, wait. Rudy, what were you saying? Rudy.
If we're not doing radio reviews, then what are we doing?
No, we're doing a radio reviews, but we're not reviewing a radio.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm heading to it.
Alright, if you're heading to it right now, because, so, yeah, we have been waiting to discuss this for about a long time now, and, yeah, there are several radios in here, and they must be ranked somehow, so this is actually something that's been custom made by a few of us right here. And in this episode, we're going to look at the radio tier list. Alright, so from a couple episodes from season 6, you may remember hearing reference of a radio tier list. Well, that's when his Mac was on the other side of the fucking office, but, yeah, we've actually been working on the tier list ever since. Well, it was mainly Mox and Nicholas that worked on it, but, I was made aware of it, and, yeah. That's how it came about to the series, finally. So, yeah, the tier list, you're probably wondering, is... Well, your biggest question will be, well, what is it? It is basically our own custom-made tier, all opinionated, of course. So, you have this one, which is based on, you know, the buying guide.
Yeah, this one... So this one right here, the one that we're seeing, the easy, low, difficult, and effing impossible...
Yeah.
That's with regards to the setup of the radio.
Yeah.
And then...
I should also mention that also, I only mentioned that it's going to be the tier list, but this is also the buying guide in a way. But the main title is going to be the tier list, like the radio tier list. Then the buying guide will be like another different segment. But yeah, this is mainly concerning the tier list because that's what creates the general infrastructure for this stuff. So yeah, then you have this one, which is the ones for the rarity levels.
Yeah,
this one is there.
Yeah, think of this as like the Emergency Alert Society Rarity Watch, like the Rarity Watch ranking system, but actually done properly.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no disrespect to Mitchell and Recon, but yeah, there's a 1 to 5 scale as opposed to a 0 to 3 scale with halves in between. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But anyways, let me read this out for you guys in case you're not looking at the screen at the moment. You have easiest to find, easy to find, little hard to find, extremely hard to find, and you're better off selling an arm and a leg. To put it bluntly, in the most, you know, straight up way possible. So, yeah. Kind of like the fucking version 2 black and silver that he's still trying to search for. You're better off selling an arm and a leg than to find one of those. I mean, it's already a miracle in itself that you fucking have a version 1 right here. I couldn't even find one. And I still can't.
Oh, and need I mention?
Oh, by the way, here is your cruiser blade.
Thank you. You got all the
all of it.
All right, awesome.
And thank you for recording all of it.
No problem. What he's referring to is the footage from the August 12th event, which happened today.
Or technically yesterday, because it's 12:54.
So yeah, he's basically referring to. So he's basically referring to all the alerts that were recorded on August 12th from the from when Michael, myself, Katie, and Javier all went to Sherwood Island. Which is, for those of you that aren't exactly familiar with Southern Connecticut, it's literally right by the coast. It's in Westport. It's off of I'm trying to fucking remember. I know it's in Westport. I know that. But
sorry to interrupt, but memory is a bitch.
Yeah, memory is in fact a bitch.
Is it off of Norwalk?
It's off of It's off of 95.
Darien?
No, it's in Westport.
Oh.
Yeah, we were just there, dude.
Well, I was just...
Oh, looking for reference.
Yeah.
Now you're turning off the eco mode on here because
It's fucking hot in here.
yeah, it's one of the. What?
Fuck you!
Radar scopes being a bitch of what?
It's radar scope. Data is oh, fuck off. Data is temporarily unavailable at this time.
Anyways, so
Nicholas,
yeah, what's up?
check your fucking DMs.
All right, let me see. Oh yeah. So the tier list that we were referring to, Mox, we were
The one from season 6, where we all compiled it together. You may remember last year when I was here, when you were compiling the list when you were getting first started with it. And I brought in all the radios. The one after you mentioned it, I brought in the radio from his collection. Every time, I remember bringing in all the fucking WR100s in 2 hands. Just to bring it.
Wait, that's probably a weird flex, but are we talking about the radios and radios like all seasons?
You could say that.
yeah, at least all the seasons from like as of like 2020, so like season 6.
I have a better solution, which is whatever you have.
Wait, what was your solution?
God damn it. I have a better idea. Hold on.
Alright. So, actually, if you may hold this real quick, because my arms are already getting a little tired.
Were you stroking it?
No. But,
Why? How are your arms getting tired if you weren't?
Because I was holding the camera like this, and my arm's still a bit sore from the wrestling match with Javier in the Vector episode.
Oh, you mean the time where Javier drew on your, as you said, your arm pubes?
Yes. If I may, real quick. If I may.
So what are you like? What are you guys looking for? Images or?
No, just the tier list, like you should remember.
God damn it.
Mox, you dumbass.
Dude, I don't know which one. Like, it keeps, like, fucking cutting out. I can't
What?
shit.
The hedgehog sneezed and farted at the same time. What the fuck?
What
What the fuck do you watch?
It's right there.
I think it's weird.
And I see 2Dev Sensei's Call Me Maybe Eurobeat video. Shout out to him.
Damn, 474,000. Yeah! Tired bitch!
So, do any radio reviewers fans are questioning what I'm doing, and from what I've been talking about, I'm drawing.
Alright.
Okay, so we're actually going to be going over all of the seasons, but I'm going to be describing it, and then me and you are going to be, describing it. We are not going to go in depth in every single episode.
Yeah,
we might mention a little of, just a few key features about the video, but they will only be for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
What's
So
up?
you're looking for the OG tier list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check the document now. Let me. I don't know if I can paste here. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is. What's that?
Up, new slide.
Up.
There we go.
God motherfucking damn! That's what we're looking for.
Hold on a minute.
Remember when I mentioned that stream?
Oh,
Yeah.
Play Rangers 143.
I'm working on real quick.
Oh, fuck.
Sunday! Sunday Body Award!
It was fixed in the second part, but
I'm not ask.
I can't hear shit, anybody.
Well, then reset the VC, you fuck.
It's not that. It's people talking over each other. I can't hear shit.
oops. But
Somebody.
But for an alternative solution, I have a better idea as well.
what's
Okay,
that?
so
Give me a minute.
Turn him into a bird.
So instead, you remember how you have the boys?
What?
The what?
Michael. You gotta have the updated one too. Hold on.
No, we have not. So,
Oh wait. Oh.
Whoa. Holy shit on a cracker.
I told you. I have two. I have two here.
Some of the piece of shit should be destroyed.
Pretty bad. Meh. It's okay. Good. Amazing.
Some of these radios we haven't even reviewed yet. That is saying something.
Is that the FR500?
That is the FR360 that you were just pointing at.
Oh, the 360.
The one with the white on it.
That's the FR500?
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
god, there's more.
That's okay, guys. That's the tier list I got. All
God motherfucking damn! How many have we... I want to review that so fucking bad.
The
You have no
R200.
goddamn idea. You have no goddamn idea.
All right. So what are we doing? I got the slides set.
Well, first off, we're gonna start right from scratch and get to the first season. We're gonna just go through the episodes and take a look at the radios. So if we just go right there.
Yeah, radio reviews season 1.
Season
View full
1,
playlist.
view full
Command
playlist.
click.
So yeah, why don't we get into season 1 and rank the radios in order of the episodes from there. So let's go on with it.
I had half of the collection I have now.
And I still remember, this is how I get all my radios from my tiny little town in Trumbull all the way down here. And now look where I'm at. Trumbull.
Yep, and I see what you're doing with that 74105 box.
It's a 109 actually, and that is not the next radio. That is not the next radio.
Wait, is it?
No, it's
No.
the WR400 that's next. God motherfucking damn! Donut and Boxy has a little cock! This is good meme material. Thanks, Nicholas. Hey. I get made a meme all the fucking time by you. So this is a form of returning the favor. Nicholas, you're not touching my goddamn camera.
Is that not gonna be touching it?
Anyways, the next episode of the season 1 playlist is the WR400, which I will say it is just about as easy as the 300 is, mainly because, you know, same radio, just slightly updated. The only thing that's different about it, really, is that the only thing that's different is
Damn, bro, you fucking having sex with every door.
no, the fucking thing won't close. But the only thing that's really different between the 300 and the 400 is that the select button's in the middle of the D-pad. That's about it.
Takes a D.
The directional pad, D-pad. Other than that, okay, Nicholas Papperman head ass. Anyways, apart from that, there's really not much difference with the setup compared to that of the 400 and the 300.
I can't find the 400.
Hold up. Maybe it's in one of the other tier lists. Hold up.
Here,
Yeah.
generic image.
Don't worry about it if it's generic or not. Just get it. Easy.
Most definitely easy.
Also, I don't know what it is with your monitors, but it's fucking up the camera. Look at this. You can barely see the fucking text on there.
You can zoom in probably.
Oh yeah, but it has to be like right on the center of the lens. It can't be at an angle. I don't know what the fuck is wrong.
We recorded in 1080 60i, right?
Yeah.
That might have something to do with it, because that's interlaced, and what does the P fucking stand for?
P
1080 60p. Yeah.
1080 60p
Yeah, because this
performance.
that's probably why, because like the fuck is it?
It's doing the same thing even with 1080 60p.
It's a little bit better, but like
Yeah, but even when you zoom in, look at this. Yeah, what the fuck?
what? Chandler, what the fuck is your profile picture? Is
What
that
did he do?
It's butter.
is that fucking? Oh, well, who is that?
Jesus Christ, what is that?
Uh-oh. Is that Black Jesus?
Hey, Michael.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is next. You know what?
Guys,
It doesn't really have a setup.
it's piss.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really have a setup, so just because, let's just put it to fucking impossible. Because there's no setup. You just press the button and you're done.
I mean, technically there is a setup. There's switches on the back.
I guess. Okay, fine. Put it on easy.
Okay, holy shit, calm down. Holy.
All right, the last episode of season 1 is actually the unit in Bearcat WX 100.
Yeah, the good unit in.
Yeah.
Unlike a certain model.
I've seen a profile.
Echo. Turn on Nicholas's fan. This piece of shit. And this one. Anyway, moving right along.
Official judgment since he's the one holding the camera.
What about it?
How would you rate the setup of the WX100?
A little,
You gotta.
there we go. It's a little difficult, but for the most part, it is pretty easy. So, easy.
Okay, well.
Wait, when you're close.
What were we gonna say, Moss? And yes, I know, I gotta twist the knob.
I mean, the coolest thing about the setup is how it has a keypad.
Yeah, that's another easy part. That allows you to set up the time faster. So, with that, season 1 is officially done. And if I go over here, where's the fucking cursor? Okay, there it is.
Season 1.
So, close out of season 1, and now we are in the short-lived, rather, season 2. And by the way, this is not a 74-210. We will get to that in a future episode.
Okay, so we are now in the 7-episode only season 2 of radio reviews.
Fun fact, it's not the only season that has 7 episodes only. Season 5 also had 7 only, but yeah, we'll get to that in the future. So yeah, season 2. What's the first radio in mind?
So this is, am I allowed to say it?
Yeah, just say it.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually not a 74-210 like I originally thought it was back in 2018. It is actually called the Midland WR30.
Yeah, that was actually a WR30 that is in my room right now.
Yeah,
and
I brought it with me. That same WR30, which I thought was the 74-210. I mean, could you really blame me? Because they're basically the same damn radio apart from a few differences from the setup and the activation. But we'll get to that, like I said, in a future episode, and we'll definitely do a redo on the 74-210, which is actually, it hasn't been, noticed up until now because, to be honest, can you really tell the difference from the outside? Unless you look underneath, you can see the model number, but I personally couldn't even tell, and I didn't even notice until now.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a different version of the 74-210, but nope, it's a WR30.
Yeah. So, and by the way, this is the same 74-210, same WR30, excuse me, now I'm doing it.
See what I mean?
Yeah. So, this is the same WR30 that I used to have. I gave it to Michael because it had a busted speaker, and
I fixed it with an FRX3 speaker.
And then you actually took it apart and put an actual speaker in it.
Yeah, the FRX3 speaker.
Oh. And yeah.
The old speaker was completely busted, had 2 holes in it, and then I just took that out, unsoldered it, and then just resoldered the FRX3 speaker with my old FRX3 before I got my second one.
Yeah. And I am still kicking myself in the fucking foot for because I did not realize how rare that radio was until after the fact. But anyways.
Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah. But anyways, so the WR30, it's honestly, I'd say it's a little difficult just because like like the whole menu is just like flip flop from what you would expect it to be.
Yeah, I would agree there.
Like the whole disable watch thing. Like, excuse me, you like first of all, why just call it disable watch?
Tell 74210, it's no better. It's disable warning.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, how does one disable a warning? It's like, oh hey, your warning's going off, disable. Oh hey, it's an EAN, disable.
What's that?
And, what?
Did you just say EAN?
Yes, I said.
Just say EAN.
Yes, I said EAN. Oh, Michael, I swear to fucking God. You're actually originating a fucking EAN again? God damn it. Here we go. Oops!
I got it.
Yeah, you actually generated a live EAN.
In a closed circuited environment. It did not go anywhere. These index have no fucking transmission capabilities unless they're hooked up to an actual transmitter tower. This will not go anywhere. I can assure you that. I've done it on my TFT so many times without aborting them just to test out the integrity of the index itself.
Alright. Oh, also, can you put my ESP2100 back over there, please?
Why is it here?
Yeah, I tried to find a place for the 519 when it was in the office, and, yeah. Anyways.
By the way, I advise you to have your spark, like, slightly, like, leaning back on the cable so it doesn't, like, tip over. Because these tip over very easily.
Yeah, but anyways, getting back to the 70...
The WR30. Yeah. See what I mean? I thought it was a 74210 when I first started it. Obviously by the title, and I don't think I should change the title. I'm not going to. I'm just going to let it on the redo.
Yeah, so
I'm just going to leave it there.
Alright, so the WR30, just put it at a little difficult.
Yeah, a little difficult.
Like, cause it's not impossible. Like, there's a lot of shit that's like bitch basic. You can get it done and out of the way in a jiff. But
yeah. All right. Next episode is the Radio Shack 12-522.
Bada bing, bada boom, baba booey. No.
I would honestly rate that a little difficult as well.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because with certain features, like, for example, the key lock feature, you have to press, like, a certain area of like, the menu, like, you have to press the right arrow or the left arrow.
Yeah, it's the left arrow.
Yeah, the left arrow. How does one... Well, why is it the fucking left arrow to enable the lock?
I mean, quite honestly, most people won't even pay attention to that.
Yeah, not just that. And if the people were to pay attention because it's in the fucking manual, how the fuck would they know that if they didn't look at the manual? I mean, I didn't even know it existed until you told me in 2020.
And I discovered it at a much later point. But
all right, next up, the 12-993.
That would also rate.
Also a little difficult, you think?
Yeah, because no fucking menu button.
Yeah, no goddamn menu button.
Yeah, you gotta press and hold select
for 5 fucking seconds.
Hey boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see the alternative tier list image for the 99 version?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
That was the alternative image.
The thumbnail. Oh, you couldn't find it anywhere else?
No.
God motherfucking damn!
Oh my god, is that when Michael had short hair?
Hey, I got short hair now, somewhat. Except it's just a fucking bush. It's the Kyle Bush of hair.
The Kyle Bush of hair. Wow.
Hey. Okay, cutie spotted. Cutie spotted!
Oh, geez. Yeah, 993 put that at a little difficult.
Yeah, a little difficult as well.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can,
You're doing great, Monster.
Yeah,
you're doing great.
You are doing great.
You're doing great. So, next episode is actually a radio that is downstairs and up here. The Spectra First Solar SFA 1150.
And what Michael means by both downstairs and up here, I have mine in my bedroom, and Norfolk Southern Storm, or Katie, brought hers with her as well.
Yeah.
And that is downstairs.
Yep.
Speaking of which, Michael, should we tell the others in the VC the news?
About what?
What?
Like,
Yeah.
all right, so
Turns out they're actually staying an extra day over here. And, yeah, we're gonna have one more day of deviousness before we all have to go back home.
Before we get anything, can I go get a drink?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I also need a drink as well because I'm getting thirsty from all the talking about the radios.
I'd make a sex joke, but I am the same goddamn way.
Need some more water.
Yes, please.
I just refilled the filter, thank goodness.
Oh, wow, look at you refilling the shit.
Yeah, I did refill the filter.
Oh, nice. All
Up
right.
to the brim.
Wow. All right. What's up?
I almost put my leg out. I fell on the floor.
You fell?
Yeah, I fell. I almost twisted my leg.
Oh shit. I mean, I'm glad you're all right, but geez, dude, you don't have to. Like,
No, I was walking in the kitchen and apparently my Crocs were slippery as hell and I just fucking slipped on the floor.
Well, no fucking wonder you slipped. You're wearing Crocs.
But at the same time, I caught myself by a knee. I'm good now.
I see. Anyways, I'm gonna plug my Beats pill in while I'm waiting for Michael to fill up the water jug, or my water glass, really. Because I want to. Oh, yeah, sorry for interrupting, but I do want to plug this in and set this up. So.
I love the radio design.
All right, I'm gonna go hunt around for an aux cord real quick. So if Michael comes back and I'm not here, I'll just tell him I'm hunting around for an aux cord. So I will be right back.
Okay.
Not blowing. Don't worry, not blowing in Isaiah.
Don't worry, I almost broke my leg, but it was worth it.
Ow.
Alright, so Michael is gonna be hunting for an aux cord, so I'm gonna pause the camera for now. Okay, so with the power of Beats and Splunk, we now have.
as well as Radio Shack aux cords.
Yes,
We
are.
have better audio.
Yeah, now we can actually hear everyone. So,
Yay.
so now we got the First Alert SFA 1150, or the Spectrum First Alert SFA 1150. God fucking damn, that's a mouthful. So, honestly, the setup is alright. So the setup, in my opinion, is kind of easy, but at the same time, the small ass buttons on the top really, really hinder it quite a bit. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a little difficult at first, but the actual setup itself is not that bad.
yeah, like it's not the best, but it's not the worst.
Yeah, a little difficult.
Yeah, so just put it at a little difficult.
All right, hold on. Breathe. Slowly. I can't prepare. Hold on. There we go.
All right, 991 is next.
Yep. Even though it's a red logo, don't complain.
Ah, who cares? Who cares? We'll just duplicate what we have. Yeah. Honestly, like the 993, a little difficult because again,
No menu button.
menu button.
That's the hash brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, one of the hash browns.
With the Viagra piss. I mean,
To get to the mute, don't you have
It's
to hold
the
down the
goddamn
button or
Beats
something?
pill with steroids combined with leather buttons.
Yes.
Let's try and find it. Oh wait, there we go. I think I know the next one. Breaking up on it's
Alright,
insane.
next up is the Radio Shack 12
261.
261.
Alright, so the one that Michael had in this episode is the 2003 version. Is that the dog knocking on the door?
No, me. I was switching around because I was trying to get comfortable with me.
Oh, I thought it was the dog knocking on the door.
Sore. But
yeah,
that is the 04261, and the one I reviewed in season 2 was the 03261.
But yeah, that should be fine. It is the same radio anyway. It's just like this. All right, so the setup is kind of like it's pretty much like the 262. The only thing is it doesn't have like a select button. That's actually integrated into the right arrow. But other than that, quite honestly, the 261 is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of self-explanatory.
I would say so.
Alright, next radio.
That would be the last episode of season 2, actually. Radio Shack 12-521.
I keep thinking that
is clearly a 521 box.
I just do it for trolling.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
fucking garden gnome head ass. Anyway.
Bitch. Hold on. Let me try to find my 521.
I repeat, a special weather statement. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of northwestern Wyndham, northern Talland, northeastern Hartford, and southeastern Hamden counties through 2:30 a.m. At 1:48 a.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Windsor Locks or near Windsor, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. But anyways, no. In all seriousness, apart from all the joking aside,
Yeah.
521.
521 is honestly easier than the 262 because you have a dedicated select button. The only thing is you have to move. I think is it up and down or is it side to side?
For what?
That's what she said.
Menu navigation
Yeah, for the menu navigation.
is actually side to side.
Okay, so that will take some adjusting to, but
Actually, wait, let me just double check with that.
all right. But honestly, the setup on the 521 is kind of easy. Like honestly, it's easier than the 262. So that I will give. That I will give it.
I can confirm it is side to side.
Okay, figured.
Side to side.
No, see side.
Side to side, side to side.
All right, so with
Alright, so we are officially done with the second season, and I think it's appropriate if we both cover the next season. Because guess what? This marked your first appearance, season 3.
Okay, so season 3. So for those of you diehard Clay Ranger 143 fans, and no, I'm not talking about the OnlyFans kind.
I don't have one!
So season 3 marked not only my first physical appearance, and that was the first time that Michael saw that and realized that I was a real person.
Yes.
But this also marked the birth of the new intro, I guess you could say.
Yeah, the new intro, that was like the new age intro.
Yeah, because I could try and go in as in depth as I can, but for the purposes of this video, I will make it as brief as possible. Basically, the old intro and the new intro, just take the old intro and modulate it up a pitch, modulate it up a note.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it was an up an octave. But because a little fact about radio reviews, when it first started with seasons 1 and 2, and even the first or second episode of season 3. Okay. Who the fuck eats dinner at 11:55 at night?
Austin's 2 hours behind, or 3, 2 hours behind. Remember?
I know. Who the fuck eats dinner at 11:55?
I mean, shit, you never know. But anyways,
yeah. Fun fact, with the first season, as well as the second season and the first and second episode of season 3, it was actually an octave lower or slightly lower pitch than the stock music was.
yeah, it was slightly lower pitch. That's like one note. Octave
Yeah,
would
it
be
wasn't. Yeah, you're right. Octave, but it was like one note lower. Yeah, octave was completely different. But It wasn't until season 3, episode 3, when we reviewed this legendary thing, the Black and Silver 100. It wasn't until season 3, episode 3, where the Radio Reviews theme song, the full-ish theme song, or at least more of it was like revealed at its normal pitch. And I did pitch it a little bit higher, but it is originally, that.
Yes.
And that's when the new intro was born. But the prototype intro, I guess you could say, leading up to that intro, which has been used, throughout the series since season 3, originated out of the second one. So, anyways, before we get into the second episode, we gotta start with
The first one, because
that would be the Eton Zone Guard Plus.
Your favorite.
No! Fuck! Anyways, like the regular Zone Guard, I would honestly rate it as a little difficult, to be honest. Not just from the setup itself, but also the buttons are a pain in the fuck.
A pain in the fuck. I've never heard of it.
Pain in the fuck.
This man coming up with more vocabulary, and I'm just here like, boy, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Is it like the first time a life painful though? I mean, what?
What?
I mean, virginity has its
Is it like the
advantages and
first time you do it painful? I mean, what?
How, Makoto? You are a literal child. What the fuck?
Remember, he's a 16-year-old virgin, and his mind is more fucked up than your typical average black guy's record.
Anyway. Anyways.
Maybe I meant to do almost 17. I mean, what?
Thank goodness for sensor beams in Vegas.
Yeah, you might want to put a big old sensor bar over your mouth as well, just to be safe. Anyways, the Radio Shack 12382.
That's next.
So, I will note this. Some people some of your typical weather radio owners may not notice this, but as collectors, I have noticed that the 382 is a lot more fast responding in the menus compared to, say, the 262, the 521, and even the 261. So, quite honestly, I'll rate that as easy as well. Most of the Radio Shacks share firmware anyways. So,
I was texting somebody.
no worries.
Fat fucking doozy minute. I'm trying to put them all in. I'm trying to like. Okay. I think I know which one next, but I have to find it real fast.
Anyways, yeah, you already know what's next.
This next radio marked my official first appearance, my first physical appearance in radio reviews.
And that is this right over there, the Midland WR100 Black and Silver. And that is not a stock image.
It'll do.
Yeah, it'll do.
I ran out of time. Okay, I ran out of time.
That don't matter. Like I said, it don't matter. So yeah, honestly, easy setup. Why? Automatic default, easy.
Yeah, it's literally just like every other WR100 minus
Missing an option, and that would be the alert test.
Actually, alert test and backlight option, so that's 2.
Oh yeah, that is 2.
Anyways, so now we're moving on to the radio that actually fucking broke on me.
Yep.
And the one I own, which is kind of.
It did break on you, didn't it?
For me, yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this radio was, at least attempted to become fixed. By the way, the seller declined my fucking offer on it. Fucking dickweed. But, yeah. Next up, the Midland 74-200.
So.
And unfortunately, the one that broke is the same one from season 3.
Yeah.
I would say fucking impossible.
I mean, yeah, I can kind of see why.
Yeah. If it's a little difficult, I don't think it's even a little difficult. Because honestly, this is so fucking complicated, especially with the time and year and date setup, because all you can go is up. That's all you can go. If you go past the year, you have to go all the way back. You gotta cycle through like a fucking NASCAR pit stop. It's annoying. It's a fucking hindrance with setup. It's an absolute nuisance with it. So yeah, honestly, fucking impossible.
First fucking impossible.
Yeah.
Mission fucking impossible.
Alright, hold on. Now this one I have to go look up on Google. Give me a few minutes.
Alright. God, that felt good to say. Next up. The Uniden Bearcat BC345 CRS.
This one
still here.
Yep, it's right over. Hold on, let me.
It's right over there
back
behind
there.
the ITR2BT.
Yeah. So the setup on that, like, if you're just going for like date and time, like not even date. If you're going for like time, it's easy. Like it's literally the simplest thing you can do. It's like a modernized WX100. But
however, for general use, like the scanning, fucking difficult as shit. So yeah, honestly, fucking impossible.
honestly, actually, no. There is an advantage to some of these Uniden scanners. I will say this: Uniden has a support channel where they will show you how to program a frequency and erase it and all that. And I mean, shit, it's better than reading through a manual. And because I mean, shoot, I would rather watch a person do it and then try to copy those actions because it's the same freaking thing.
Yeah.
So, but then again, at the same time, it is kind of a difficult process. So I honestly just give it the benefit of the doubt and say it's a little difficult.
Wait, hold on a minute. Just doing something.
Alright.
How about this? What if we just added difficult to it? But I would have added like 4 options, like easy, a little difficult, fucking impossible.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think these 3 would be a little bit easier.
Yeah, to be honest, we'll just leave it there.
Yeah. Oh, Michael, you might want to get the other batteries ready because this one's already at 2 bars. And
Which one are which one are you going with the Uniden?
yeah, the BC345 CRS is going for a little difficult.
Next up is this. The SEMA First Solar WX268. This is the same one that was reviewed in Season 3, like I said, and it still has this fucking problem. Limp dick syndrome on the fucking display. Still from 3 fucking years ago. It still has that problem.
But yeah, so the SEMA WX268. So this is one
I'll
of the.
get the battery
Alright,
right.
thank you. So the WX268 is one of those radios that was first introduced on the Radio Review series that could decode AM and FM alerts. There were, at the time that I got this radio, which was back in 2018, there were about like 5 coming from a liquidator over in Long Island, I believe it was.
Yeah, it was Long Island.
Yeah, I bought one of them. Michael bought one of them.
And then it fucking died!
So, who else bought from that person?
Northern Illinois EAS 267. EAS Touchspan 25.
He got his WX268 from the same guy.
I think. No. He had his way before it. I'm sorry.
But yeah, here is the 268. Honestly,
A little difficult for me.
yeah, it's a little difficult. And
Especially with the confusion of the fucking scroll wheels. Because look at this. I'll even demonstrate it right now. Program, sure, pretty self-explanatory, just a little bit, but then you gotta use the scroll wheel to just move through and all that.
yeah, and if you scroll too fast or something, it actually locks up the radio and you have to reset it.
Like this.
Surprisingly, that hasn't locked it, but let's not try to intentionally lock it. And yeah, I have command
strip.
Yeah. But yeah. So, Japan tsunami tone sounding head ass moment, bruh. Makoto, you fucking suck.
What'd you say about me, bitch?
I said you fuck.
I don't think that's how you even do it.
I said you fucking suck, but I meant that as a joke.
And you swallow.
Yeah. I mean, what? Michael.
Jesus H. Christ. Michael's...
pit road past the cone.
Hey, Michael,
Cone.
I did you a favor, Michael, for this next radio.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
All we see is a freaking outline of the freaking selecting. It's not even... It's not even there. What? Up there it is.
Oh, about fucking time. Next, the Radio Shack 12-259. Again, like the 522, little difficult.
Hey, I made sure it's silver, not beige.
Yeah, that's a good indicator that, you know, because we reviewed both the beige and the silver versions. Because it turns out the beige one is actually the first gen 259
Actually,
with the statement.
well, at least the one without the public alert logo.
Yeah, that's the one, because all the beige versions, I believe,
There are,
have it.
I believe there are some beige versions that might have the public alert logo.
I mean, if you find one of those, that's rare as shit. And I don't know if the air conditioner's fucking up with the microphone in front of the camera because it's a fucking white noise. I hope it isn't.
Nah, it shouldn't. I don't think.
I hope.
Besides, I'm talking like right into the fucking microphone, and your voice projects pretty loud as it is.
Yeah, fair enough. So, anyways, next up, the Midland HH50B.
Honestly, it's just like the 74109.
It's easy as shit because there's not much shit to do with it.
Yeah, just put the batteries in, flip it to on, and then you gotta guess what channel you're listening to because it doesn't have a fucking screen.
Let it be known that it also has the auto scan feature.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, easy. Next up, the Recom R1650A.
So
Honestly, that one is also the same thing as the
1650D.
Yeah, a little difficult. And by the way, the one in season 1 was a 1650C, not a D.
I can't find an image.
Yeah,
Just duplicate the 1650. It's the same
Here,
damn
no,
thing, but
just maybe apply a sepia filter to it because.
It's working.
Wait, whoa, won't work.
that's the 1650C.
Wait, what? Whoops.
Switch.
Wait, I can't find. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna duplicate the fucking.
What?
Fuck, you mean switch?
It's-
When did it say switch?
You're
The fuck?
you're setting up the what the fuck was it? The
1650?
yeah, you're setting up the 1650, and it had and you know how it has that external alert function on it?
Oh, I got you now. I got you. Alright, so yeah, a little difficult.
Wait, hold on.
Alright.
I know a simple solution for this. Hold on, probably can't see it yet.
Well, the simple solution is taking forever, wait, boy.
Oh, bruh. Well, literally putting A. Oh
Well,
fuck! I did not mean to do that. I did not.
6058, done.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Google, for not fucking incorporating a native zooming, bitch ass.
Dickheads. Yeah. All right, next up,
The Max
Digital
Digital.
CR01W.
That is definitely a Capello. Anyways, but yeah. So the setup is easy. It's just all the cosmetics that are all just like.
Yeah, I mean the Capello's cool looking, but the Max Digital, I don't know what it is with that silver stripe. It just looks like. Bleh. I don't know why. It's like it's trying to be a black and silver, but it fucking failed miserably.
What are you talking about? That's the Zone Guard Plus.
That too.
Anyways, where are the batteries so I can get ready to swap them?
Here you go.
Alright. Oh, alright.
So yeah, the Max Digital, I mean, for me, a little difficult. But that's just me.
Oh, is one of the batteries still charging? Because I saw you only grabbed 2.
Yeah, the other one's downstairs.
Okay, got it.
Alright, next.
Oh, fuck. Excuse me.
Alright, next up is the Radio Shack 12-261, the 2004 version. Again, same as the 03. So just put it on easy.
Alright, I'm just gonna.
Alright,
How about I do?
next up, the Midland WR 300 version 1. Again, another copy paste, same thing.
That was.
Easy.
I will say this. That was the 300 version 1 episode was an emotional one.
Oh yeah.
Because it was towards the very, very end of the meetup.
Yeah, it was like the day before. And then off camera, you fucking cried.
Yeah, we both like broke down in tears. But
Yeah.
it was not fun, but
I still remember you had a video recorded too. When that went. I still have it at home. Fuck. Oh my god, I still have it. Anyways.
But
Next up, the Radio Shack 12-255. Now the setup on this is a little bit confusing as well. So I mean, for me, again, a little difficult. Partly because of the fucking door that blocks it all the time.
oh my god, yeah, that is fucking horrendous.
Why? Why would you put a door over the fucking buttons that you're gonna use to make the set up the radio? No, ooh, we're gonna put the door over the buttons and shit.
Alrighty, and we have the
Next up, the Spark,
the DX, the OG DX radio.
the SHD TX2.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
This was the OG. This is the OG that after the Sanjian.
And that's what started the whole trend called Get a Spark.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on that.
Because this is not a weather radio.
So, the
Well, we already have 2 Sparks, bitch.
yeah. So,
It's not a weather.
And also, Vogel's getting off.
all right.
Okay.
Good night, Chandler.
Good night.
Good night, Chandler.
Try not to bang Melanie too hard.
Nicholas, shut up, or else I will slap you into the freaking shadow room and take Callie away from your.
Joke's on you, bitch. You can't move me to the Shadow Realm. You're just a member.
And he's the owner, and I'm the co-owner. So, if
But hey, at least I can say Callie because she's better at me and she has spirits attack.
What?
They went offline slicking, bitch. Alright, so, honestly, the setup for the Spark, I mean, based on the layout of the buttons, it is a little bit weird. But, I mean, I guess it's easy.
Yeah, it is easy. Like it even tells you how to navigate the menu.
Right. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for Season 3. Let's move on to the next one after that, which marked your second in-person appearance. And that would be Season 4.
The season with all the signal issues.
Okay, so season 4 was filmed in the summer of 2019, and
Yes, it was.
And unlike season 3, is where we had 3 days to review. Oh God, how many radios was it? Like
15.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we pull that off?
That's what I want to fucking know. But unlike in season 3 when we had 3 days to review 15 radios, which we somehow miraculously pulled off.
I think it was 13, whatever it was.
Yeah, 13.
I know it was
something.
over 10. That I do know.
Yeah, because I also remember leaving all of my radios at your house, and I keep hearing you.
Don't worry, it's me.
All right, but season 4, we had we had 13 radios to review. So half of those 13 were mine, and some of those were Katie's and Javier's. And
Yeah.
And how did we review Katie's and Javier's radios? simple. Beckley, West Virginia. Fuck.
Beckley, West Virginia.
JT, I am sorry. I butchered Beckley as Bleckley, and I know how much you used to go crazy for Bleckley. But anyways,
It's Beckley.
yeah, we went to Beckley, West Virginia, and we met up
4
with
hours
them.
in the old legacy.
Now, as Michael proceeds to orgasm in his shorts right now, first we're gonna review we're gonna take a quick glimpse at the FR370 Solar Link, and this was my old one that I sold to Michael. This was the American Red Cross version. There are multiple versions, so we're not gonna go completely ham with those, but yeah, the put simply, the Solar Link FR370, it's honestly, I'd say it's easy compared to the Zone Guard, because the buttons are a lot more responsive, they are better built, and I mean shit, you can actually see a lot of the shit on the screen.
Yeah, it has a better display rather than that of the Zone Guard because of the white LEDs rather than blue.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an easy radio to set up.
Follow that up with the Emerson Research CKW 2000. Now
That is a
that is an AlertWorks Mox.
God damn you, Mox!
That is
Okay, the AlertWorks, at least that is easy to set up, but with the Emerson, that's when it gets a little bit more complicated.
yeah, the buttons aren't exactly as responsive.
Not just that, some of them can be defective.
Yep, that happened to Derpy Fire Alarms' Emerson Research. And knowing her, she's probably gonna fucking sell it because she decided to yeet herself out of the EAS community. Yeah, spoiler alert for y'all that haven't fucking realized it yet.
Does that mean she's selling her black and silver too?
Who knows? But yeah, so the Emerson Research, I'd say it's a little bit difficult because it kind of combines like the 300 with the AlertWorks, even though the AlertWorks didn't really exist. But
It's not up until that point.
yeah,
I think when AlertWorks was founded, it was like 2013, 2014.
yeah, it must have been around there. But anyways, Emerson Research, I definitely say it's a little difficult.
Yeah, a little difficult to be honest.
Yeah. Now
With that, moving up to the SEMA First Alert WX150.
and now there are other versions. Like there's the top-mounted one, a top-mounted antenna version, and the side-mounted antenna version. All those for some reason have different pitches in the siren. I have no clue why the fuck that is, but the setup, it's
kind of finicky. I would also do that as a little difficult as well.
yeah, simply because I mean you do have to hold the menu button to access the menu for some freaking weird reason.
Yeah, and not just that. You have the save button, which also acts as the OK button.
Yeah. And now we go to the radios that were reviewed in West Virginia.
Yep,
like
starting with season number 4 with the Midland WR301, which is actually in the other room, and unfortunately, it's dead.
Well, I have a working one right over there.
Mine also died with the factory internals.
Yeah, you were able.
AJ bought me a stock WR300 Deluxe with the good tuner, and now that is inside the 301.
Yeah.
Completely new internals and everything. But yeah, again, same as the 300, same thing, just camouflage, so automatically by default, easy. Next up is the HH51, which is the camo version of the HH50B. Yeah. And that one is also easy because it's literally, like I said, the same damn thing, just a reskin, pretty much.
Yeah. And again, HH51.
Okay, this one is actually a little difficult just from looking at it. The Radio Shack 12-260. That is the next one with a screen. Yeah. It shouldn't even have a fucking screen.
Yes, it should have a screen. We've been over this.
The only thing it's useful for is the fucking clock.
The clock?
And the clock is already hard enough to set up anyway.
You gotta press
all you have is a fucking blue, tiny little blue set button.
That is gray.
It looks blue to me. Wait. Hold up.
But yeah, the 12260, it is a little bit difficult at first, and as Upton proceeds to spam me with climate reports. Honestly, I would consider the 12260 as a little difficult. Now the next radio, 12247, literally just plug and play and adjust the channel on the side of the radio. So that, yeah, most definitely easy.
Hold on, he's messing with the 260.
I bet you he's gonna walk in and say that it's fucking gray.
Like that stuff.
But yeah, so 260 is done.
Wait, you said
the
260?
The 260 is done and the 247 is done. Pardon. I am a little bit tired. Next we have the. That was definitely a lacrosse. That was definitely a Oregon Scientific.
Bro, listen, I was one episode ahead. Here we go. I think this is the one.
Yeah, that is the Oregon Scientific WR102. Well, really, it's the 102N because. Yeah, so the Oregon Scientific WR102N. Now, this can be applied to the. Yeah, this can also be applied to the WR102 and and a lot of the other Oregon Scientific radios because they're really just like reskins and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, just looking at the 60, that is not the 601. What the fuck, Nicholas? That is the 102. So, just looking at that radio, it honestly looks confusing as fuck to set up. We were talking about the 102
That's fucking impossible, man.
Yeah, that
fucking impossible.
Yeah, this is like, yeah, I would not even consider buying that, even for my worst enemy. Now, the lacrosse SA3301. So, that is, yeah, I don't even see a fucking menu button on this shit,
I'd say it's just, I'd say it's difficult.
I'd say it's I'd honestly say it's fucking impossible because I don't know where the fuck the menu button is on that radio.
Poor Xerxes.
What? He's asleep?
He's sleeping on the couch.
Aw.
You gave him a kiss on the freaking forehead, the ears. He feels so floofy.
Oh, so I was talking about the S83301.
Oh God, that thing. The lacrosse, the lacrosse, honestly, it's confusing as well. But not as confusing as the WR102. I will say that.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this now. This next rate, I'm just gonna duplicate all this model. It's the same fucking model, but reskin every time. Just saying.
Yeah. So yeah. Next up, 2 radios in a row. We're actually reviewing this, and that will be the 8551 and the 8553W. Basically the same handheld, but one's red, one's black. Right there, you can see it. Same setup, everything else.
And if I may also mention, there's literally all of Radio that is not Radio Shack. What the fuck?
So Accurite is now Radio Shack.
Well, they don't make radios anymore, so they're practically the same fucking thing. But anyways, Accurite
is dead.
Yeah, Accurite. Yeah, I think they've moved on to fucking weather stations and all that fun shit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to be honest, their radios were shit in terms of setup.
Yeah, the 8550X series, like that one, the
8550.
Yeah.
8552, I think.
Yeah, the 8550, 51, 52, and 53. Honestly, if they're anything like the 8500 and the 8510 and all those other handhelds.
They are. The 8500 and the 8510 are literally desktop versions of that.
So honestly, I'd say it's a little difficult. It's not impossible, but it's not like you could just make a fucking sandwich while taking a shit on a toilet.
Yeah. Next up, the Midland 74105XL. Wait a minute. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. That one is also easy, just like the 74109.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's just like plug and play, maybe flip a few switches on the back, and that's it.
That's all That's all you gotta do. And then next up, if I may, you say the radio.
Alright, the Oregon Scientific WR608.
What the fuck were they thinking?
Quite honestly, it's a bit confusing.
This.
Yeah. So would you say, is it possible or difficult?
I'd honestly say maybe just a little difficult, because it's not like oh my god, you gotta go to the edges of the fucking universe to set it up, but it's also not one of those things where like I could be twerking on my fucking bed mattress while shouting, "Oh fuck me, daddy!"
Oh, like you fucking staged me to do with the Honeywell.
Okay.
Anyways, next up, the Radio Shack 12-258. Now, it does have the same setup, if not a very identical setup to the 12-255, because Radio Shack actually fucking did the right thing and did not put a fucking door on the front of the buttons. It's easy.
Yeah, that is definitely easy, and it has the added bonus of being able to be set up with a computer as well.
That is pretty cool. But anyways, I think we already know the elephant in the room.
Oh, fucking Christ!
Oh, hey, it's the square piece of fuck that never activates.
Yeah, Katie's WX500 didn't
Which is here, by the way.
Yeah, it didn't activate for Upton's test. So I am highly convinced that this fucking radio is cursed.
Oh, by the way, I looked up at the footage, by the way, for the special Marine morning. It didn't go off for that either.
But
will we ever have a fucking working WX500 here?
I fucking hope so. Honestly, it's easy to set up, but it's just getting it to fucking work after setting it up that's fucking impossible.
So, yeah, we're gonna say, wait, easy? Oh, yeah, easy.
Yeah, easy.
And finally, radio season.
Ah, yes. The Pineapple, which is right here. The Eton ESP 2100. That's the same one reviewed in Season 4's finale, and it's right here. Honestly,
it's impossible.
Fucking impossible.
Yeah.
I will tell you why. And I fucking don't miss this. I got another one of these at home. So, yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
You gotta use a special fucking cord for it to activate.
Activate and work. Yeah. Instead of fucking negative to positive, it's positive to negative. But
that's not all.
That is about the setup. First of all, you have these fucking buttons right at the top, which are honestly confusing enough. Because you can barely read them on them. Oh, by the way, this plate just comes off. And it's the same thing on my other one, too. And this is the original Pineapple that I've had since Christmas until I gave it to him for the TFT, along with $20. This is literally the original one. Look, right here. This is the one. This is the exact one from Season 4's finale in my fucking hands.
And let it be known that, now, aside from the buttons on the top...
Yeah, guess what else they fucking did? They pulled a fucking Radio Shack. Wait, did you cut off the... Yes, you did.
Yeah, actually, it kind of broke off.
But I believe it. But yeah, guess what they fucking did? They pulled a Radio Shack.
And they put buttons on the back of the radio behind the belt clip.
Yeah. Look at this bullshittery.
Look
at this shit.
It's reverse psychology.
So, not only do you have to fucking take off the belt clip every time just to set one goddamn feature. By the way, these buttons back here, these are for programming the time and date. You gotta fucking take off the belt clip just to make it work, right?
And not to mention, after setting one option, it backs you out of the menu. So you gotta repeat the process and do it all the fuck over again.
So, just for all that, fucking impossible setup.
Yes.
And now we're moving on, finally after this, to the season
5.
after that. Cinco, season 5. Okay, we are in season 5 now, and this one actually took place at Trains and Sirens 1's house back in February 2020. So, yeah. Let's start off from scratch with the Recom R1630. Honestly, it's a little bit difficult like the R1650, however, since it has less features and is slightly easier to use, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and put it to easy.
Let's just drop the next one out. There we go.
Oh, god damn.
It's the pineapple's cousin.
The fucking banana radio. The 74250C. Okay, to be quite honest with you, there's only like 2 fucking buttons right there. Mode and set. And honestly, with the confusion of having to use the volume up and down buttons as the fucking menu selectors, yeah, I'm sorry, but it's fucking impossible, just like the pineapple.
Just let me put next to its cousin on a minute.
Gee, how fucking fitting is that?
Oh look, another worse radio.
Ah yes, the fucking Oregon Scientific WRS 101. That is just as bad.
Is this one of the most forgotten Oregon Scientific ones?
Honestly, yeah.
That makes sense. So what do you think?
Honestly, the setup on that one is confusing as crap too.
Fucking impossible? Or difficult?
It's difficult.
Just trying to get just trying to speed run the images.
Alright, next up, the Oregon Scientific WR103 NX, which is basically the silver version of the WR102. So, honestly, that one, yeah, fucking impossible.
I'm trying to look at my screen and try to look at the at the same time. It's like I'm fucking doing math right, doing science or something.
Yeah, you could say that. Next up is the Radio Shack 12-250.
Dumbass trying to find the image. Wait, I'm just gonna use the chip, just get my engineer. Just make it easier.
There you go.
Kind of oh wait, I found it. There we go. Okay, I found it.
Radio Shack 12-250.
Here it is.
Okay, so judging by what I'm seeing, the radio itself, it's not that confusing. It is a little bit like the 74200, but at least it's simpler because it doesn't have the clock well, it does have a clock, but at least it doesn't have the date set up. So honestly, it's a little difficult.
Yeah, it's better than the fucking 74200. Piece of shit.
Yeah. Next up, the Radio Shack 12-240. Okay, you already know for a damn good fact that it is easy as hell.
You really can't set it up. You just flip the switch and that's it. It's easy.
Sounds about right.
And speaking of other forgotten wait, hold on.
I'm gonna move this over here for now.
I think this is the right one. Speaking of unforgotten models in radio reviews, who remembers this?
Ah, yes, the fucking realistic model 12-140.
I think we already know the answer to this.
Okay, that is a little better. There we go. Easy as pie, to be honest.
And season 5 is done.
Alrighty. So with that, I am going to close out of this with the Mac. And we are on to season 6. Okay, season 6. Again, this marked the first appearance of me being up in Connecticut. And now we're up here again 6 seasons later in season number 12. But, yeah, this is it. First Connecticut appearance. And here we are again. But, yeah. We'll start off with the Running Snail MD319. This one, the setup is honestly quite easy because it's literally a fucking knockoff of the WR300. That's literally what it is, so it's easy.
Yeah, the setup is easy, but just the way it is, it's a piece of shit.
Honestly, man.
Like,
not to mention the fucking crashing makes it even worse.
But how about we wait, hold on. How about we solve some beef and get into this second radio in season 6?
Yes, indeed. And that would be the Eton Solar Link FR370 LL Bean Edition, the blue one. There's 3 different colors. There's red, silver, and blue. And we've reviewed the blue version. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and put that on easy. Because just like the regular Solar Link, same thing. Just a different scheme and a different, slightly altered design. So, anyways, yeah. Next one, the Midland EH55 VP.
And it's the radio that I own and Nicholas owns. Honestly, it's just a reskin of the HH54.
No, it's not even a reskin at this point.
It's just a different name.
Yeah, pretty much. So that goes in easy as well. So put it in there.
Oh yes, the next one.
Ah yes, the fucking monstrosity. The Honeywell RN507W.
When I find it, I think it's right here. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the Honeywell. Yep.
There it is.
It's not even the second one. It's just the first one is just horrendous.
To be honest, yeah.
It's like fucking train wreck of shit.
Alright, so, okay, the setup on it, for the most part, like, for setting up all of the alerts and such, and setting it to different channels, it's basically like the 12-262. So, it's easy in that regard, but there's a separate setup to set up the time, and the atomic time, and the date as well, and that's complicated as fuck all. So, yeah, a little difficult.
Let's see another unusual.
Ah yes, the Maxon WX80. Fucking
True Talk by Maxon. Specific area messaging coding weather radio or weather monitor.
But yeah, the setup on that one is also a little bit confusing as well because mainly you only have 3 fucking buttons and a big ass number pad. It's like they took the same damn setup of the Radio Shack 12-250 and just made it as their own. So a little difficult as well.
Let's knock off the weather radio for a minute. Let's focus on an
HD radio. Ah yes, the Sangean HDR14. This one is actually a very intuitive and easy setup to do, so that's going in easy. There isn't too many complicated things. The buttons are fairly obvious as well. So yeah, that's going in easy for sure.
It's one of the most, besides the Spark, it's one of the most beautiful designs that Sangean has done ever.
And there's also a white version of the HDR14 under a different name, and that one is called the SG108, which was reviewed in a previous episode.
And speaking of Sparks...
Ah yes, the Big Daddy Spark. The Spark ITR2BT. And speaking of that, it is literally right here behind the ER102MO. It's right here. And let me move the...
Did you just say Spark?
No, I said Spark. The Big Daddy Spark.
Okay, that's what it sounded like for a sec.
No, the Big Daddy Spark. Right here. The ITR2BT.
Not to mention, it's the first. I think it's the first fully radio to have calling features.
Yes, it is the first radio to have calling features, and honestly, like the SH-DTX2, it has a similar setup. So yeah, that's easy as well.
And speaking of another non-weather radio, we have this baby right here.
And by the way, yes, we did skip the version 1 through 5 episode.
Because I'm not copy and pasting every fucking radio.
You already know the drill by now. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Next, the Eton Elite Traveler. Oh boy.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad, but the whole fucking concept of the setup is absolutely unbearable. Mainly because when you take out the damn door, or open it up at least, you are greeted with a fucking dial and about a bunch of tiny other little buttons which just start for the map. Yeah.
Overall, it's a really nice radio.
I mean, yes, it is a nice radio, but honestly, it's not impossible. It's just difficult. That's all.
Alright, hold on. Just copy another image and make it PNG. Where do you, so, wait, hold on. God, I'm opening so many fucking tabs, I don't know which one's which. A little difficult, so, alrighty.
Yep, a little difficult indeed. Alright, next is the white version of the AlertWorks EAR10, the EAR10WH for white. Same as the other, easy as pie.
It's really, I mean, everyone debates between white and the white and black alert, but I mean, it's really not that bad. They're really just similar, but different reskins basically.
All they are is just different colors from each other. That's about it.
Yes. I'm just going to copy this because we already know the drill here.
Yep. The Eton FRX3 Plus.
It's
Easy.
It's easy set. Really.
And next, the Eton FRX3 Yellow Jacket. The black and yellow, as I call it.
Shit, I wonder if I have a picture of that actually. Eton. Bruh, I almost said FRX2. Bruh, okay. That would have been bad if I put the FRX2 down.
Yes, it would have.
Yes, or what they call it, the Yellow Jacket.
Yep, or what I call the Yellow Jacket.
Or the Bumblebee, depends on what the fuck you want to call it. But on scanning image, and this should be it right here. There we go. Beautiful black and yellow. I mean, we know the drill here. It's easy.
Yes, we do know the drill, and for fuck's sake. There we go.
Right, and now, oh yeah. I'm not even gonna copy the 400. Everyone knows the drill. Same fucking radio.
The 400 version 2, same deal, same drill. Next up is actually a very special video of Season 6, because this one actually marked our meetup with Matthew Schreier, aka EAS, the EAS Lord, SPC Cranford 1056. The EAS Lord, as some people call him.
We start off with the Midland WR10.
Yep, easy as pie, honestly. Easy.
I love the design is unique as well. Love the design.
I do too. But it is designed to represent the M in the Midland logo, after all.
Yeah, it's just the siren's a little.
A little bit, yeah. I will give it that. Next, the successor to that, the Midland WR11.
Even though it says Channel 8 somewhere. Yeah, Channel 8.
Yeah. Channel 8. Yeah, sure, bitch. I'm sure that fucking exists. Anyways, the Midland WR11. Yeah. Unfortunately, that has the same issue as the 74-200. You can only go up on the minutes and the hours for time. Just up. You cannot go down. So honestly, it's difficult.
Just give me the other image ready. Goddamn. Damn, a stroke. Yeah. Oh God. talking about Parkinson. Let's get this. Let's go with the final radio, and that is the weather cube.
Easy as fuck.
Because you really don't have
You literally only have one button to press.
you just put batteries in, like, oh, it's good still.
Yep. Presto. Done. So yeah.
Radio Shack didn't try. I'm just gonna say this now. Radio Shack didn't even try.
Well, they made weather cubes way before in the past, so.
But it's just like, it's so generic.
Yes, indeed. But anyways, we are moving on now to season 7. All right, we are in season 7, and we have a new member. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome EAS Alert 88.
Yes, sir.
Hi. You've seen me before.
So in fact, I think this is his first time appearing in radio reviews, I think. So anyways, yeah. Season 7 was actually with some... Oh, you were in another episode before. You were at... Yeah, you're right. You're in another episode before this. But anyways, yeah. Season 7 had some residual episodes from Season 6, but they were soon split out to, like, even the... You know, the distribution of the episodes and whatnot. But, yeah. It started out with the WRB 603, the Oregon Scientific WRB 603. Just like the Honeywell RN507W, this bundle radio setup has 2 different setups. One for the radio itself, and the other for the weather station. And both are a little bit more confusing than the other, because you got with the weather station, you have the buttons on the other side, like on the left-hand side of the radio, next to the big display, and those are honestly weird in itself. But with the radio, it's a little bit even more complicated, because you can see how the buttons line up and all that, and it's just the way it's navigated, it's a little bit confusing. So that is also a little difficult.
Do you want to do the...
Yes, let's do the index.
Alright, hold on. First, let me set up the Untitled Chapter's place.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if you're gonna do the index too.
Yeah, we're doing the index.
Wait, hold on. It is radio reviews after all.
Alright.
We start with the Sage EAS Index.
Yep, which is right here. The Sage EAS Index, reviewed in Season 7.
I hope this is the right image. I hope so.
A gray bar.
Right at 3 a.m. too. Oh, by the way, yeah, it's 3 a.m., so you all know what that means. But, anyways, yeah. The Sage EAS Index. The setup on that, even though it's not a radio, that's easy for what it is. It is a little bit complicated in some spots, but it's mostly easy. It doesn't really count because it's it's an index, but it was part of the season. So yeah, the index setup is definitely, and I think Nicholas is trying to get in. So yeah, the index setup is...
French girl you were trying to fuck just now.
Hey, it's 3 a.m. and a weekly was originated, so I had to.
Speaking of Sage Index.
We got another one. The TFT EAS 911, which is at home at my house.
It's one of those just, for what I've heard, it's one of the most easy start index you can have.
Yeah, and the setup is no exception. Sure, it may be a little bit difficult navigating the menu, but that's why it's printed out on the top of the index metal case and such, so that one is easy too. Next up is the Trilithic EasyCast, which is right here, right next to the Sage, and yeah. Honestly, the setup on this is fucking confusing as fuck all. Because you got, instead of a directional pad, you have to deal with these these 16 fucking rubber buttons on the fucking thing. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, X, check, up, down, right, left. It's literally controlled with a keypad rather than 4 simple buttons on the side, like the Sage. So with the damn EasyCast, you got to use the keypad. And apart from that, it's very limited as well. Because most of the index operations are controlled through the Trilithic app for the computer. And without that, you can't really do much. So, I am going to power on this television and mute it. Alright, I'm going to mute it. And I'm going to do something. EAS receiver. Okay, so right here you can see the EasyCast input. This is what the EasyCast is. And yeah, just to give you a little bit of an idea of how confusing it is to set up a fucking weekly for this damn thing to go off. And yeah, fuck. I forgot this.
Laughing, joking,
This remote controls both this TV and that TV. I fucking forgot about that. There we go. It's back on. So up the. But yeah. Honestly, the setup on it is complicated. And if actually no, Mox, I wasn't finished. But thank you very much. Anyways, yeah. And besides, without the Trilithic EasyCast, Easy Plus, Easy IPTV app, without the Trilithic app for the computer for these things, most of the setup stuff is impossible too. So it's fucking impossible. You gotta have the software for it to work right with the full functionality. Because with this, you are literally at a huge disadvantage without the software. And with that, now is the time to conduct a weekly with it. Fairfield, Connecticut, all of Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, Litchfield, Connecticut, Middlesex, Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut, New London, Connecticut, Tolland, Connecticut, Wyndham, Connecticut, all of New York, Nassau, New York, Suffolk, New York, Western, Western North Atlantic Ocean and along U.S. East Coast. From Canadian border south to Currituck Beach, Light, North Carolina. Effective until 081321032200 EDT KTR/IPTV. So with that out of the way, with the EasyCast, by the way, it was set to the fucking Scary Plus filter. Anyways, yeah. So, next to me, this is one of the scariest encoders I've ever seen because of the fucking screen filter. Imagine how that would look in the dark with an EAN relay.
Oh, I would shit my pants.
Imagine how creepy that would look in the dark with an EAN relay. Okay, where the fuck did Safari go? Where did the where did the fucking thing go? Where did the tier list go? Mac, what the fuck, Mac?
Hey, Michael.
What?
Is the boy acting completely just like Melissa's cheating shenanigans?
Actually, I think this might be worse. The fucking thing disappeared. It disappeared. It disappeared. It fucking disappeared.
Just ask Nicholas.
So just like Melissa.
Good idea. Good idea. Problem. Where the fuck did the tier list window go in Safari? I did a weekly on the EasyCast.
Yeah.
Because we got to that. And I forgot that it controls both TVs. Next thing I know, fucking tier list is gone and all I see is Callie.
I can guarantee you it shifted.
Oh, let's go.
It did. It did shift. It shifted. Oh my god. Okay, thank you. It shifted.
And I see a bean. I see a bean.
And now that we're moving on from the index, we can probably do that later.
Okay, so yeah. We are moving on from the index and back to radios. So, the next one is the Midland WR300 version 8. Like we said, and what is Mox, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? God damn it!
What? We already know how we already know.
But yeah, the version 8, like I said, same thing as the 300. The overall setup in itself is easy, but it's the fucking menu lag that makes it a little difficult to navigate. Anyways, next is the Radio Shack 12-251. What the fuck were they thinking with this thing?
You never know with radio.
Okay, so let me just explain. There's no D-pad. There's no fucking up or down button. There's no menu button. And you only have scroll, confirm, and clear. If you... I'm sorry, but the setup on this is honestly fucking impossible because... how the fuck are you supposed to navigate without a fucking D-pad? And all you have are 3 buttons on the side of the damn radio that barely do what they're supposed to do. What the fuck?
And from the stress of the Radio Shack, how about we move on to a more simpler radio like...
Yes, the 08500 RX. It's the same thing as the Accurate handhelds, honestly, because that's the desktop version. Same exact thing. Menu scrolls, so yeah, what's the problem?
Oh yeah, I know what the problem is. It's the fucking the scroll speed.
Yeah, the screen scroll. The handhelds have the same issue too. So yeah, honestly, it's a little difficult.
Yeah, but still, it's something Accurate wasn't thinking at the time of scrolling.
Not at all. Not at all.
And speaking of, I need to find a fucking model because my computer's a piece of shit.
I should mention before this gets forgotten. This radio tier list is only going as far up to season 11 because that's the current one.
Oh, okay, that's all I need to know.
Next up, the Eton Microlink FR160.
Easy.
Easy as pie. Honestly, easy. Analog 1050 hertz radio. That's about it.
Yeah, it's really you don't even have to set up. You just put a battery. It's like, oh hey, there it is.
Next, the Oregon Scientific WR601. Now it may look the same as the WR103, but hey, it's not. So it's the same damn setup as it. The 102 and the 103 NX. Fucking impossible unless you're an expert with it.
And I like to this next, hold on. God, I can't, so it's impossible. But this next radio is actually not, well, technically it is a radio, but it's technically kind of not. This is actually a first time for Radio Review's history right here. We zoom in, and there we go.
Ah yes, the Season 7 finale. The Motorola Talkabout T480. Alright, the setup on it is a little bit complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's easy to set up, but it's a little difficult.
May I mention as well, there are multiple channels on this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, there's 10 channels on it because it's a walkie-talkie.
Because Motorola's like,
Alright, so that is about it for Season 7. And I'll close out of this at, no, I didn't want to play one of the videos, thank you. But, yeah. I'm actually starting to get a little bit tired, and my throat is starting to hurt a lot from talking so much. So, I'm going to let Nicholas take over from here. And, we're moving on to Season number 8.
Alright, so as Michael proceeds to go hump his air mattress some more and probably pull an Isaiah during another monthly test, we're going to be talking about Season 8. Now, the first episode, the Eton FRX2 Analog Edition. The reason why I say analog is because I have the digital version up here. This was reviewed in Season 12, and we will not be discussing this because I do not want to give out any spoilers. So, yeah, so
honestly, it's easy.
It really is easy. It's just one of those things where you can just turn it on, next thing you know, the broadcast is playing.
It's one of the most simplest radios you can set. It's not even, you don't even have to set it up. You just, So let's move on to the next radio. It's actually a scanner.
The BC125AT.
Yep, right here. This was with an episode with AJ, aka Warren, Ohio. I can't say it.
Warren OHWX8798.
But yeah, it's a unit scanner. Scanner's,
Yeah, that's honestly fucking impossible. Like quite honestly, I don't know how people can really use that.
Yeah, it's difficult to set up. Michael might disagree, but this is just Michael's asleep probably, and it's me and Nicholas taking over the jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna skip over these two, the Midland 300 Deluxe and the Midland HH54 version 14, because same results, easy setup, etc. So let's move on to the what is it? It's their Eton radio, and I think it's one Nicholas has.
Yep, the Eton Weather Tracker FR800. That is honestly easy to set up, like the SolarLink FR370. Practically the same thing, except the buttons are in the center, and some of the other buttons are on top.
Yeah, let me grab the image real fast. There it is. It's one of the most unique Eton designs as well. You don't see those up.
They are really easy to set up. You don't really see those around often.
Well, okay, hold on a minute. Oh, my brain cells are going dead right now. I'm trying to scroll through my tabs back and forth.
No worries.
Why don't you explain the next radio? Why I match up the image?
So the next radio is the Maxon WX10. This is basically a really old radio made by the Maxon company, and it's just utter garbage. But the good thing about this is that it's really just plug and play like all the other radios, so it's pretty much easy.
Yeah, honestly, Maxon has easy. No, do not move the whole fucking slide. I'm gonna be pissed.
Oof.
That would have been a bad moment. And I'm trying to like squeeze them all together. That's what she said. I know.
Jeez.
What? let's move on to another radio, and this is made by Midland.
The next radio is the WR100 version. Oh wow! I guess we're not doing that one, but
Well, the WR4, it's basically the same as the 100. It's easy to set up.
yeah, good point. The
But
ER,
anyways,
we're gonna be reviewing the 210. So that one is pretty easy as well. The only things you really need to set up are like the time, and if you want to display the frequency or the actual channel number itself.
Yeah, and also the backlight and all that bullshit. It's really not complicated. It's also a really fun radio to have as an EAS enthusiast. Besides all that, let's get on to its successor.
Yeah, the higher up model, so to speak, the ER310. So I have this particular model. I've gotten so many freaking stations up and down the coast with this thing. I've even gotten some stations over in Minnesota and Canada with that thing.
Yeah, Canada.
But that's not the main point of this guide here.
Mostly, yeah.
The 310 is really, really easy to set up.
It's basically like it's basically like the 210. It's just a couple of settings and you're good to go. Alright, so the next two I'm just gonna go with. This is the Accurite.
This is the Accurite. Let me scroll down. Oh yeah, that was just the 8550 and 52W. So the next radio after that is the WRP50 by Sharecom.
Sharecom, honestly, it's a great radio. I mean, Sharecom's are really but expensive as shit.
Yeah, it's really only expensive on Amazon. You might be able to find a cheaper listing on like eBay or something.
Well, these things are on eBay. They're rare, apparently.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to get your hands on. What you say?
So the Sharecom is a little bit difficult. It's not like fucking impossible, but it is a little bit difficult.
Like, yeah, it's not, like I said, like Nicholas said, it's not impossible, but it's just one of those radios that are just, yeah. But anyways, let's move on to a different radio company.
GPX. Now, honestly, I don't even know what the fuck this radio is.
Yeah, it's one of those radios that are just, I don't even know. This is just one of those radios that you don't see as often.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know how exactly to describe it.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, it just exists. But the setup?
The setup is, I think you really can't, you don't even have, the only thing you have is a siren and the switches. You really don't have to, set up a...
Yeah, so that can also just go in the easy category.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Oh, yes. You know what? This next rate, actually, but the WX150 alternate version is basically the same thing as the WX150, so why don't we go into the next rate? I'm gonna let Nicholas take this one.
Oh, fuck yeah, God. Yeah, the J-Win JXM 133.
Wait.
It's just the buttons, it's fucking impossible.
Yeah, it's like the setup is okay, but the buttons just really hinder it a lot. So honestly, it's fucking impossible.
Yeah, especially the tuning as well. It's just like it's sensitive.
Yeah.
Man. And speaking of rare radio, this is also this next radio is also something that Nicholas has in collection.
Yep, the WR606 LLB edition.
How do you feel about this one?
This one, honestly, same boat as the WR608. It's a little difficult to set up, but it's not something that's like completely terrible.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, I don't know, it's not like the other Organ Scientific model. It's like the handheld.
Yeah, it's not like horrendous, but it's definitely not the easiest.
It's just one of those radios that are just, you know, I don't know how you describe it. It's something. But anyways, why don't we move on to the finale of season number 8? This is also, fun fact, the 100th episode of Radio Reviews.
Yep, we are talking about the Motorola MWR-839.
Basically the white version of the Sangean.
Pretty much.
Cousin, I don't know.
Yeah, the honestly, if it's anything like the Sangean, which it is, it's easy. Like, literally just take the Sangean, paint it white, give it different buttons, and now you got the Motorola MWR-839.
But yeah, that is after season 8, we're finally finished, and we will move now to season number 9.
Okay, so season 9 of Radio Reviews. So this pretty much followed season 8, and Mitchell and Holly were both still at Michael's house. I should have mentioned that they were over at Michael's house in some of the later episodes of season 8, and they stayed over for season 9 as well. But the first episode is the Accuray 8510 RX. Honestly, it's like the 8500. I think one episode where was that put in?
It was a little difficult.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's just like the 8500 and the 8505. It's one of those things where it's just like, it's somewhat easy to set up if you know how to work it, but it's not like something that'll come to you like bread and butter.
And the first episode was knocked out, and also, you know, the same drip, the Midland HH54BP, it's easy because it's an HH, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Why don't we move on to the next radio, and that is right here. This is if I'm correct, this is before the
GPX A380. Wait a fucking minute. That thing looks strikingly similar to the Jensen the Jensen MR600. That thing looks strikingly similar to that radio.
Yeah, what if they just copy and paste, like, hey, Jensen and GPX, be like, hey, can I copy from? Yeah, sure. Just don't make it look obvious.
Jesus fucking Christ. Honestly, just
it's easy to set up.
Yeah, like, all you have is just, like, switches and all that.
But seriously, that is a complaint I have to give. That's a copycat.
Literally, yeah.
And we won't go into too much detail about that, but still, it's just wow.
Next,
wow.
Yeah, honestly, it's amazing how some of these radios are literal duplicates of each other.
Anyways, even though we've already done the Radio Shack 247, this is the 247A, but it's the same thing as the 247A, by the way, is that Nicholas has that I gave him.
Yep, and I see Chandler's back. And yes, Chandler, to answer your question, we are still recording. But Michael went to bed, and I have taken charge of the camera.
And speaking of next radios, we have another LaCroix.
Yep, the LaCrosse W85947. So the setup for this one, it's a little difficult. The way the menus are set up are kind of weird. But
yeah, but
on my specific unit, for some freaking reason, the radio has power issues if I touch the power cord in a certain way.
It's so fucking, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so stupid. And plus, the backlight is so bad.
Yeah, I can't even freaking see it unless I'm looking directly at it.
But like I said, what would you like to put this as?
Honestly, a little difficult.
I wouldn't say it's impossible, but like you said. But here's a radio that might be fucking impossible, and it's an Oregon Scientific. This motherfucker.
Oh God, the freaking WR196T.
Honestly, it is one of the oldest. Actually, this is a recall.
Yeah, that was a recalled model because it doesn't fucking go off for shit.
It's just so. I don't understand. I honestly lost my words. It's just so stupid. What would you just?
Honestly,
how would you put it? Yeah.
Honestly, the setup, just the way it looks looks like it's fucking impossible.
Yeah, I'd say it's good. I bet Mike would agree. This thing's a piece of garbage.
Oh yeah.
It can go right next to the J-Wave, if all I care. But, oh yeah, speaking of garbage radios, this fucking thing. This is the Midland 13902B. Oh god, it's easy basically. You just have to push a fucking button.
Yeah, push a button and turn the dials.
But I wouldn't recommend this in the fucking year 2021. I wouldn't.
Yeah, neither would I.
Feels like I'm taking over as the co-host now. Anyways, another easy radio set, but actually another most forgotten radio. Nicholas, you could agree with me on this thing.
The Felstein 1997A.
The siren is fucking annoying.
Yeah, the siren sounds like something straight out of a fucking 74109.
So basically, but it's easy to set up.
Yeah, just plug and play, really.
Or put batteries in, basically. And here, wait, hold on. Let me find them. They was gonna love this one, man. I know what radio's next. This radio, in particular, is one of the most, honestly, the coolest designs ever.
Yep. And holy, I thought Austin was back.
But anyways.
But the I Love IMM 183. That thing is a fucking boss. It is a little bit difficult to set up because you have those little rotary dials as opposed to like a directional pad and all that. But I can tell that I Love pretty much like any something product took great inspiration from the iPods and all that that were made during the time. So
I mean, the other cool thing about it that you may not see in this image as well, Nick, was this thing has a remote.
Yeah, that thing has a fucking remote, and I want to get a remote, but it's fucking $40-something on eBay, and it's coming from fucking China. Like, no, I'm not gonna spend.
Okay, I'll stop.
Oh my god.
You might have to censor this out. I have to make this joke.
Oh Jesus. Uh oh.
It's more correct, just like. Anyways, what would you say?
Honestly, I'd say it's easy.
Yeah, I love, like I said, it charges iPod and iPhones and everything. How fucking cool is that?
That is really fucking cool.
But we gotta move on to a radio that's really, and I mean really, ugly as shit. And fun fact about this next radio, Anyways, this radio right here is also the debut of me and Zion, or the SBC Ashland, make our full debut.
Oh god, the Nelsonic $20 piece of shit.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's so stupid.
Honestly, I heard Michael complaining. I think I remember hearing Michael complaining about this radio, and quite honestly, I think
it's a fucking impossible or difficult, depends.
Honestly, I'd honestly say it's a little bit difficult, but
yeah, it's just the button layout though, and how it's set up is just so stupid. And speaking of cursed radios, Nicholas.
Emerson Research CKW 3000.
This is one of those rated. I mean, the setup is. I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Yeah, the setup is kind of but
I'd say it's not impossible. I'd say it's difficult.
yeah, I'd say it's just difficult.
Because it's just one of those radios that you don't see often. How about we move on to a radio that was a very funny episode, right here. There it is.
The Vector VEC 438. So
One you took from Aubrey. What?
oh god. Yeah, that thing. So honestly, it's a little difficult to set up at first. You kind of have to get used to using the menu button as the select button.
I wouldn't say it's impossible to set up.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's definitely not easy.
Like you said, it's the same thing as the 74200. You can't go back this time. You have to keep going up.
Yeah.
That's the pain of pain.
That it is.
Speaking of old school, why don't we move on to this Radio Shack model in particular?
12254. Quite honestly, that I don't own this, but that definitely looks like something that's easy to set up. It might be a little bit difficult because it's one of those older radios, but I wouldn't say it's something that's like straight up fucking impossible.
Yeah, I wouldn't say just look at it. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But let's go easy on this one. Okay, put this next to the I love, because I love these. And speaking of scanners from Uniden, why don't we go get, hey Nicholas, let me go get my cow.
I can't fucking do it. But yeah, that just looks like something that's impossible to set up. Then again, most scanners are, but
Need I mention as well, doesn't this not have a battery backup?
it does not.
That's what what would you say?
Honestly, it's just fucking impossible by the looks of it.
Yeah, I honestly agree with you. It's just so fucking ugly as well. Like, no disrespect to whoever owns this scanner, it's just
Yeah, it looks like a fucking funny car with its wheels chopped off.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Well, let me get both images. Yes. Nicholas, you can complain about this one. Let me go get the other image.
I already know what you're gonna pull up. It's the fucking Heroes.
I'm just gonna say it's downright impossible.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you explain a little bit of background while I get the other image?
Okay, so these things receive a special now dead signal called an EWS signal. It kind of works like CAP, but it's not exactly CAP. And quite honestly, you can't even, because the signal gone, you can't even rely on RBDS to frickin' set this thing up. It's literally just like you get the radio, you take it out of the box, plug it in, and that's it. It's supposed to receive a signal that it was specifically designed to receive, but since it was taken offline in like 2010 or some shit like that, yeah, now you can't even frickin' set the time on the goddamn things.
It's unbearable, and plus, it's literally stuck on what? January something, 2000 what?
Like 2006? I'm not sure.
But yeah, don't buy a Hero. It's not worth it. Now, why don't we move on to a radio that Nicholas and I think either Mitchell or Holly has, and it's also
Mitchell has it, that I know. But
here
the SFA 1135 from Spectrum Merchandising. Yeah, that thing, honestly, it's worse than the SFA 1150 because of the way the buttons are designed, but it's not something that's like straight up fucking impossible. I mean, the select button is like super fucking finicky, but it's not one of those things where it's like,
Hey, you can't do this without doing 1,000,001 other things. Yeah.
So I would say a little difficult.
yeah.
Alrighty. You already know where we're gonna go with this, Nicholas.
The Baofeng UV5R. Quite honestly, I held Javier's UV5R V2 Plus. That thing is like, that thing looks like it's something that thing looks fucking impossible to set up.
It honestly, truthfully, it's just so trippy.
It really is.
And before I get the next reel, need I mention that you should never, and I mean never, transmit NOAA weather radio frequencies.
Let alone any frequency. Oh,
Because-
and one complaint that I've noticed about the UV5R, you have to be on an empty frequency to switch over to FM mode.
Yeah, if you do it during if you do that during like if you're on a frequency and you play FM, knock knock, here comes the FCC.
Well, yeah, that's if you transmit on any active frequency, because you can't transmit on any frequency without a license from the FCC, and even then you're given a designated frequency, to my knowledge. But with regards to like, but there's Baofengs that have like an actual FM, like a traditional FM tuner, like you can access like a Weeby 108 or Star 99.9. Like,
Yeah, but still, it's just Baofengs are it's not even a radio, it's more of a scanner. And honestly, it looks like Nicholas said, it looks hard to set up.
yeah, it looks really freaking difficult. Alright, and the last radio of season 9, that would be the Zenith Z139S.
What the fuck? What just happened?
Apparently Discord thought it would be a great fucking idea to move me to Brazil.
I was confused. I was like, what?
Yeah. Fucking
Anyways.
Discord. Actually, you know what? Let me check the audit log real quick. Where is it?
Also, don't find me. I'm just trying to post all of my EDS videos on my second channel.
Oh, you made a second channel?
Yeah, it's a self-development.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. But, anyways. So, let's try this again without Discord moving me to fucking Brazil. The Zenith Z139S. That thing,
shit.
yeah, that thing looks like a fucking, that thing looks like Zenith took a TV, chopped it in half, slapped a weather tuner in it, gave it a half-ass screen, built it poorly, and made it into like a fucking spaceship. Like, no.
It's like, no, it's like, that is the stupidest design I've ever seen. Radio. Well, actually, it's not even a fucking radio, it's a goddamn alarm clock.
It really is.
So what's the point of even, can we just put this as, I know it's probably fucking easy to say it's fucking possible.
Honestly, yeah, I'd say it's maybe a little difficult, but
I'm just gonna put it difficult, then make it simple. Okay, that wraps up season 9.
Alright, I'm gonna swap the battery on this because this looks like it's getting low as well. So I shall be back.
Alrighty.
Alright, so now we are on to season 10.
Surprising that we made 10 seasons.
Yeah. We're gonna try and speed run this shit as fast as we can, because it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning over here. But
Yeah.
first up is the Midland ER10 VP. So quite honestly, I'd say it's a little difficult because you have to have the radio turned on in order to set it up. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward.
Need I mention as well, it has no, and I mean no, fucking backlight.
Yeah, no backlight, no freaking hand crank, no solar panel, no rechargeable battery, period. Just straight up AAAs or AA's or whatever the fuck.
Well, the second episode is radio customization, so we're just gonna skip that. Why don't we move on to the next radio, and it's actually kind of radio at the same time. It looks like a walkie-talkie. It is a Cobra.
Yeah, the Cobra CWR200. Ew, Gaming Falcon has this. But
ew, he's cringe. Wait, what?
Yes, he is cringe. But yeah, this radio looks really. This radio looks really difficult to set up, if I'm honest.
I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Maybe it's a little difficult, but it's not It's not. I mean, it might not be impossible. I have yet to get my hands on one of these myself, but. Oh jeez.
Alrighty, why don't we move on to the next radio? Actually, it's not even a radio. It's
another scanner. The BC92 XLT.
NASCAR edition.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh boy. NASCAR.
Yeah. NASCAR. Yeah, drive in a fucking circle for 500 laps, and then crash into other people while you're at it to make the race just a tiny bit more interesting.
Honestly, yeah, I mean, Michael's the only one that owned the scanner.
Honestly, the 92 XLT looks a little bit. It looks difficult to set up. It's impossible, but. It's not as impossible as say like the other unit end scanners that are out there.
Yeah, honestly, it's just one scanner. Especially a NASCAR scanner, you don't see the.
Yeah, you do not see NASCAR labeled scanners that often. But
why don't we move on to quite possibly one of the biggest radios in terms of size that is in history.
Yeah, the Kaito Voyager Pro KA600L.
I mean, I haven't seen it for myself. I have never had it.
That thing honestly looks like it's impossible to set up, but at the same time, I don't know, because I've never held one or seen one in person. That is.
At the same time, like, you can go back to the footage later and change up things if you want. But, I mean, the Kaito Voyager as well, you don't see Kaito radios that often.
Yeah, you really don't see them that much.
The siren is just,
Yeah, it sounds like an electronic truck horn.
So I'm not gonna say it's impossible, I'm just gonna say flip that up. Why don't we move on to another recon?
The 1630A.
Yep. So
honestly, the 1630A is pretty much just the 1650A, but without the AM and FM. So
it's basically like recons.
Yeah. Quite honestly, the 1650, the 1630 just seems like it seems like an easy radio to set up, but then again, who knows? That. Oh, did you already do the recon, the 1630A?
I mean, it's the same recons are the same model. I'm not gonna go and look at every image.
Good point. So the Bayes 259.
I mean, it's the same thing as the silver, but actually there's a twist.
Yeah.
Like Nicholas has the one, but can you explain why it's special?
Because it doesn't have the public alert light, and it was made in 2003, and it's in beige.
Does it have a special siren for the weekly?
Yeah, it does. It's like the 03261. This one, the 2003 259 actually beeps for the weekly tests.
So would you say this is a little difficult, like the silk one?
I would honestly say so. Since most 259s are pretty much the same anyway.
Yes. This next radio, Nick, with personal favorite.
We just skipped over a ton of. Wait, did we skip over a ton of episodes?
No.
Wow, I am stupid. The Sidekick.
The Sidekick is one of the coolest radios ever.
Yeah, the Eon Sidekick, okay, the setup is a little difficult because there's no dedicated enter button and there's no directional pad. You have to use the weather band alert button to confirm your selection or even access the menu, and then you have to press the menu button to back out of it.
I wouldn't say it's difficult though.
Yeah, and you have to use the tuning knob to change the options. So honestly, I would say it's a little difficult,
but not as impossible. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of positives around the Sidekick. Now we move on to another cursed Radio Shack model.
The 257. The antenna's like that from the fucking factory?
No, that's just it has a black rubber, thing.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, if they really sold the fucking antenna like that, what the fuck, Radio Shack? Honestly, that thing looks like it's impossible to set up, because if it's anything like the 251, ugh.
Yeah, it's just...
It's like a 251 without the screen.
Okay. I'm just saying this now. It's this fucking thing. This doesn't even deserve to be a radio.
Ew. The freaking Electro Band 2012. Same thing with it's the same thing as the fucking Feldstein, but it's gray.
It's basically like the same situation, Nicholas. Hey, can I have your?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's easy to set up though. That's like I said, we're just not caring. We're just trying to speed run to get this fucking shit done.
Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while now, but
let's see. I'm trying to find radios. Here it is. We already did Radio Shack 12-991. It's a red one. It's no fucking different. Same thing. It's basically a difficult setup. But let's move on to this piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Rover.
Honestly, easy to set up by the looks of it, but god fucking damn is that ugly.
Yeah, it's just the design of it is just, what the fuck did Eton think when they made this piece of shit? I guess they weren't thinking, right? Because it's Eton.
Nope. They were not thinking one bit.
Now here is a radio that is interesting, and it's made by Radio Shack. It's this thing.
The Lunchbox, the 2067. Honestly, it looks a little difficult to set up, but I can't say that for sure because I don't have a unit of my own. But
honestly, it's a unique design though.
It is definitely unique.
I'm just gonna say it's not. I think it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, it looks a little difficult to set up.
Alright. Shit, I'm losing my fingers.
Oh, jeez.
We're gonna skip this unit Bearcat Beast. It's basically the same thing as the Flash Scanner back in season 9. No, it's 8.
Yeah, the BZ75 XLT is basically just a handheld 345 CRS.
And then we have this.
Yeah, the Radio Shack 12256.
Friday, August 11th. Friday, September 11th, 2001.
Oh my god, why?
No, it's okay. Just the way the setup is confusing.
Yeah, like it honestly looks like it's fucking impossible.
Honestly, and the worst part is you can't, it's not like regular buttons. You have to use either a fucking push pin or something just to get into the reset button.
Yeah, that is definitely going into the fucking impossible category.
I'm sorry, Radio Shack. I know you have a unique ray right here, but this has to go fucking impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Radio Shack, and this is fine. They're out of fucking business.
Yep.
Why don't we move on to the positive? How about another Eton?
The FR600.
I know this is the wrong model. Gives a shit.
Yeah, it's not the RBDS model. That's actually the model that I have. But quite honestly, it's really just a freaking FR600. The setup looks a little easy. It's not difficult, but it's not like plug and play. You will have to set some stuff up. So honestly, I'd say it's easy, mainly because the buttons on the front of the radio definitely help out. But it's not one of those things where it's like it'll be, oh hey, just press one button and it'll set everything up for you automatically.
No, the setup is difficult because you have like multiple, features.
Yeah, good point.
But anyways, oh hey, another familiar radio that's kind of also underrated in the community.
The Accurate 8580 RX.
This is also a radio model that SPC actually, it's dead basically. Well, it's dead tuner, but it still activates some fucking how.
Wait, wouldn't that be just a dead speaker then?
Yeah, it boggles my mind though.
I'm sure it could probably be taken apart and a new speaker could probably be resoldered or something.
Okay, but basically, this is, I was gonna say this now, this is basically Accurate's answer to the fucking freaking scientific WRB603.
Yeah, quite honestly, it looks like the weather station might be a little bit harder to set up, mainly because it has sensors. So I'd honestly put that in the little difficult category. If it was just the radio, then I'll say put it in the easy category. But I know it's not just the radio, so there's that.
But yeah, like I said, guys, we're sorry we're not doing much commentary and ranting, but we're just trying to push this shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, the current host is asleep probably.
Yeah, Michael's asleep. I just realized I still gotta shut off all my fucking radios. Because right now they are on full blast.
Yeah, just leave it, let Michael wake it up.
Christ. But
and next we have a Radio Shack again.
The 12-1476.
Fun fact, this is owned by NorCal G599.
Honestly, that looks like it might be a little bit difficult to set up. I will be honest about that. Like, the screen helps, yes, but like that just looks a little bit difficult.
I agree with you. It's just one of those radios. It's just like, fuck this. But at the same time, Radio Shack made some decent models, but not, yeah. Alright, we are finally on the last radio of season 10, and it's actually a scanner that Nicholas up.
The BC370, the big sexy.
So, since you own this radio, you can explain.
So basically, take a 345 or 365 CR. Actually, no. Take a BC345 CRS and add same detection and add like analog television tuning to it.
It's like I said, it has two screens, and these models in particular are rare.
Yeah. And one thing I forgot to mention, this scanner has atomic time.
Exactly.
So that's already a plus in itself. And I can confirm that the automatic time works.
And also a fact about this radio will also, go off for not only weather band, but for FM and AM.
I still have yet to test to see if it goes off on the scanner frequencies as well, like the state relay networks. But once I'm actually able to pick up the state relay network, I will let you know if it goes off. But
this radio in particular, I think this was unit as answer to a certain other radio that does the same thing for FM and AM.
yeah, that would be the WX268 competitor. But honestly, it's a little difficult to set up, especially when you have to. Especially if you're one of those people where you only want your radio to go, your scanner to go off for one county.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But that's mostly it, guys. That is it for season number 10. We will now conduct the final season in the next segment. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is, I'm not the host, Radio Reviews, but Chaos Mox is back, and I'm also here with Thunder Buddy again.
yes,
Camera.
this is the home fucking stretch. We are finally getting to season 11 after recording this for how long now? Like
about maybe 2 hours.
So EAS Test Fan 25, you were right. This is probably going to be close to a 3-hour episode. But
or more, depends.
Yeah.
This might be a 5 hours.
Oh,
this is only the first fucking segment. Like I'm saying like the first tier list.
Yeah, this is the first of 2 tier lists that we have planned.
But we're not doing the whole fucking tier list.
Yeah, God, no. Anyways,
No, I did not mean to click on this fucking video. Anyways, why don't we kick off. Also, by the way, at the current time of this recording, season 11 is still going on, so spoilers ahead.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this video gets released, probably like fucking August of next year, maybe, knowing Michael's uploading schedule.
Yeah.
It'll probably season 11 will probably be long done, but the 12-249.
Yes, Radio Shacks. This was before the 250.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is basically the white version of the 250. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the white version of the 250, except the position of the alert the 3 main buttons on there have been moved from the. I'm trying to think. It was moved from the upper right to the bottom right. The screen was moved from. The screen was moved from the very upper right to the bottom left, and the numeric pad was moved from the bottom to the top, and it's held in by a hand, but it is covered by a little door that's on hinges. But either way,
I mean, you own the radio, so how would you say, like?
Honestly, the radio itself is a little difficult to set up, simply because it's one of those older radios that doesn't have an all county codes thing.
It's just one of those radios that, well, I mean, you'll know when it's old as well, when the fucking plug-in is fucking hardwired.
Yeah, the radio's power cord is hardwired into the main board. But
yeah. But I would say, to be honest with you, this is going to be a little, it's not impossible.
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
Okay, the next radio, technically it's a unit scanner, but obviously we already know the answer to some unit scanners.
Yeah, the Capello.
So why don't we skip go to, oh look, it's a Max Digital, no.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
This is the Capello.
Yeah.
R2W. And why'd you take it away?
So honestly, this would go in the same category as the Max Digital. Like, the Capello and Max Digital are literally just the same thing, just with minor cosmetic differences.
I don't even know which came first. That's the mystery to this day. And with that, we put the Capello in the typical category. Yeah, Daddy.
What?
I don't know. I'm fucking out. I'm fucking out of it. Honestly, oh hey Nicholas, look, another Honeywell.
Okay, I fucking want that so badly.
So anyways, this is the Honeywell TN924W. And Nicholas, how about you take this one, man?
Honestly, the weather band only part and hello Shadow Frost 88 and he's good, but what
The fuck?
What the heck?
So
logic.
So the TN924W. So the weather band setting looks like it's easy to set up, but the weather station, yeah, you need to get a special cable and some CD software to get it set up. So
these Honeywells in particular are expensive and hard to find.
Yeah, quite honestly, this is definitely a contender for the little difficult category.
Well, like I said, if you're wondering why I keep saying hard, we will discuss that in the second tier list, whatever segment that is, about the prices and all that shit. But for now, this is just the setup. Shit. And then we did do out of 2. God.
All right.
My phone. Oh yes, this radio.
The Jensen SRWS 1000.
Why you do that? Talk about why I'm trying to look for it.
Alright, so that radio, it looks like it's complicated as fuck to set up. And the setup itself is weird too. Like it labels a channel by letters as opposed to numbers.
Yeah, that's the most confusing part.
Yeah, like channel A, channel B, channel C, these nuts. No, yeah. 106.2 megahertz on the freaking stock image. I'm sorry, but that fucking bothers me. But honestly, I'd put that in the little difficult category.
I'm sorry, I'm just texting somebody.
No worries.
I guess while we're actually on the Jensen, another cool thing about the Jensen, if you've seen the level, spoiler alert, this thing has a fucking compass.
It has a compass?
It has a compass.
Alright, that actually is kind of cool.
It's on the back of the fucking radio. So, but anyways, here's a radio that really, and I mean today, still confuses me. How in the fuck, and at all fuck, did Discovery Channel make a fucking weather radio?
Yeah, that thing is ugly.
You need to remind, I mean, it's not, but it's just the way it is. It's just.
Yeah, that thing looks like it's impossible to set up.
I'm gonna say fucking impossible. Because, hey, Nicholas, did you know this also has AM and FM?
It's probably sucky AM and FM. Ugh.
Oh, the science also fucking bad.
Yeah, it's like
GTA 5 can at least be like, hey Rockstar, you gonna make GTA 6? Wait.
Alright.
Anyways, why don't you discuss the next radio?
Alright, so the next radio is the SEMA First Alert WX67. So it is a little bit difficult for me to set up. Because for me, the adjust knob is a little bit finicky. I'm not sure if this is the case with all of them, but in my personal experience, it is a little bit difficult to set up. I'm not sure how Mitchell's came out, but that we will know at a later point. But anyways, yeah, that was JT. I don't know what the heck happened, but let's focus on the episode.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, technical difficulties behind the scenes. I'm trying my...
No worries.
All fucking images, but on a piece of shit, like myself, it's a giant mindfuck. Whoever wins.
So, the WX67, I put it in the little difficult category, if I'm honest.
And now we move on. Oh yeah, on to the new Xbox. No.
Oh my fucking god.
Whatever this thing is.
Yeah, that is the ASI Industries Emergency Alert Sentinel.
Now, notable, this is not a weather radio.
That is an AM and FM radio that activates for AM and FM alerts.
This is basically the spark before the spark.
Yeah. And quite honestly, it's straight up easy. You just plug and play, turn the dial, and you're good.
So it has been awesome. It's an easy category. We've just been searching for difficult.
Yeah, but thankfully we're getting close to the very end.
Oh yeah, so we move on to the first alert, WX200. And yes, it's not the WX 150.
Thank God.
Why don't you explain why I'm getting it?
So the WX200 is essentially just a WX150, but with extra accessibility features. So the radio itself is just all like it's the same as the WX150. It's a little bit difficult to set up, but it's not like world-ending hard, and it's not fucking the sunshine and roses.
So I'm gonna say, yeah, back to the difficult we go. Oh yes, this next one. Oh god, this fucking doorstop piece of shit.
Yeah, the General Electric 7-4845A doorstop.
Honestly, I'm just gonna say flat out now, fucking impossible.
Yeah, it looks like something that's impossible to set up.
Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so fucking bad. Look, okay, let me just take a minute to rant about this real fast. This thing. Here's the worst thing about it. When you unplug it, the backlight turns off. Like, what? And it doesn't help that the fucking antenna is a pigtail antenna, like the Emerson Research CKW3.
Just good God.
Fucking impossible.
Yeah, honestly, it's fucking impossible.
I'm sorry for this. Just, I don't care if you give me shit in the comments. It's just.
Honestly, it's no worries. At this point, I just.
What the fuck?
That is JT. Either he is struggling or his Discord's being a piece of garbage.
And yes. How about another radio that's garbage?
The Go Power flashlight.
I wouldn't even call this a radio.
Honestly, it's more of a fucking catastrophe than anything.
It's basically this is basically the redneck version of the Acura 8.
Yeah, the Acura 8560 ripoff head ass.
It's just I would say it's impossible as well. I would say well, I mean, it is easy because you just flip this. I'm saying it's impossible. That's just me.
Yeah.
Why don't we move on to a certain company?
Oh yeah, the Running Snail MD92P. Actually, you know what? Before we go into that, I honestly think the Go is easy to set up because it's one of those things where it's like you turn it on, set it to the channel that you want, and yada yada yada.
Okay, I changed my mind. This is gonna go in the easy category.
Yeah, the only thing that's fucking sucky about that one is that the build quality is so fucking horrendous.
But let's talk about this. The Running Snail MD092P. Wow, it's not the 319. But anyways. Okay. It's kind of, I don't know how you describe it. It's kind of difficult. Well, confusing, that is.
Yeah, it looks like it does look a little difficult to set up, but I have yet to see one myself, so we'll know how that goes when I do get my hands on one. So,
hold on, sorry.
Honestly, I'd put it a little difficult with the others.
Also, need I mention?
Yeah.
That also has a fucking bottle opener.
The bottle opener, okay, that I really like.
I need to get this radio. I need to try that. So, but I am so sorry if I'm trying to go slow. Just
No worries.
And now that these two videos are hidden, spoiler alert, I already know most of them. So, how about we talk about, even though I have the list, this is the next radio, and I think Nicholas will enjoy it.
Alright. Yes, the 12253. So, it is a little difficult to set up, I will admit. But once you get used to it, it is easy to do. It's a setup. I don't like how some of the switches are on the back of the radio. That was honestly just poor design by Radio Shack. But it's not something that's like fucking brain-rackingly impossible to set up.
Truthfully, yeah, it's just. I mean, I'd say it's easy.
Yeah, I'd say it's a little difficult simply because it has those switches on the back, and you also have to like, and also the configuration of the buttons isn't the same as the others.
Yeah, but anyways, we're gonna skip over the next one because obviously black. It's obviously well, it says here black is. But how about we're finally on the last episode, and finally on the last episode of season 11, and the final fucking segment. Sweet Mother Jesus. And it's another final episode of season 11. We have another Unit scanner.
The Trunk Tracker 3. The BCT-8. Honestly, that looks fucking impossible.
I'm just gonna say this now. Fans who are watching this, we are officially done with the first. Finally done with the setup tier list. Done with the first two.
Fucking
holy fuck!
Finally.
Look at that list, though. Holy shit!
Honestly, it's a lot more evenly diverse than I thought it was gonna be.
Truthfully, I was surprised. Dude, fucking Impossible has less radios.
Yeah.
It's mostly, I think the little difficult takes the cake. But like I said, guys, this is the 1 out of 2, but we're not going to read the second one because it is way past the 3 hours.
Yeah. So with that said, I'm going to film the concluding segment. Okay, so 4 fucking hours later and we're all done. So the tier list, at least this particular one, these consist of all the radios that are the easiest to set up. Like you got the Sangean, the Eton FRX3, the frickin' 400, 996, the HDR14, the Sparks, the WR10, all those fun ones. If you want to pause to see each one, I know the lighting might not exactly be the best, but if you want to pause at any point and try and find the radios that you have, go right ahead. So right here is also the setting is the section that has radios that are a little difficult to set up.
Yeah, names like the Zone Guard, the Recon, times the Recon, one of the Recon, the Emersons, some of the Accurates, the Radio Shack, some of the, like I said, yeah. And then you have the fucking Impossible.
Yeah, mainly Oregon Scientific,
74-200, a genuine, obviously.
Yeah, the Trilithic because it's all limited to the software.
The Discovery Channel radio, the Heroes, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's it for this. This is only the beginning. This is just this. By the time this recording is coming back, the next segment or episode, we will be focusing on price of. Well, actually, no, not the price, but more
like the rarity and all that. But right now, I'm not sure if that's the main focus. I will find out from Michael in the morning. But right now, I am gonna go get some fucking sleep. It is 4:30 in the goddamn morning, and I still have to shut off all my fucking radios. So I'm gonna do that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Radio Reviews. I know it's something very different. But like always, be sure to strike them likes, flood that subscribe button, twist that notification bell, and become a super fan for both Play Ranger 143 and Thunder Buddy 01 Productions today. Also be sure to subscribe to EAS Fogo 420, Radioactive Girl 00, Chaos Mox, alongside.
I'm gonna try to read up all the names that were. There was EAS Fan 188, if I'm correct.
EAS Alert 88, he was here.
EAS Test Fan 20. Hey, look there. EAS Test Fan 25 was here. Makoto Maniac was here. I think North Utah was here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, North Utah WXEAS was here as well.
Octoling VA.
Yep, and Vanna Montana 106 was also here as well.
Riot was also Mr. Riot, and I don't know. There's like many others. I'm not gonna go for them. They'll be down in the description. But yeah.
And on that note, good fucking night, y'all. This is Thunder Buddy 01 signing out with these people here alongside Play Ranger 143.
This is Chaos Mox saying stay chaotic and crazy. Peace out.
And I think Chandler fell asleep. Yep, and then EAS Vogel 420 and
Radioactive Girl 00.
Alright, time to fucking shut these bitches off and get some fucking sleep.